morning and welcome to Gulf Schwan, where today we're on 888, a Sunseeker Ocean 90. So if you want to hop on board, I'm going to give you a look around. So the first thing you'll notice as you step onto this boat is the passerelle, which is not really your standard sort of passerelle coming in and out. It's a sort of stepping mechanism which can either go up or down, and it's really quite a pretty thing. Feels very, very steady as you come on board. The next thing which you really notice is the pure width of this boat. This has a beam of over 7 meters long, which is sort of equivalent to a boat which is well over 100 foot. So as we come into the cockpit, I just want to show you quickly, we have a wet bar here, so ice maker here, quite a large fridge here, and a little sort of preparation area and a sink, which is fairly useful. To my right, we've got a fairly large seating area, 2 enormous teak tables which are connected, and you can actually fold in and out if you want a little bit of room to walk around. And of course we have the extend system. So this is currently facing in an upright position, but you can also face it the other way down to sea to make a sort of beach club feel if you're at anchor. Now I also want to touch on this, which is really nice for the crew especially, or the captain. You have a third helm station, so you have access here to your bow and stern thrusters. You have your classic engine controls here, and you have your joystick. So this is just real ease of operation. So you now join me on the forward deck of this Ocean 90 here, which I'm just going to let you observe the sort of immense amount of seating area which you do have. These front seats here, which I must add, are actually electrically operated, so they will rise like this. A feature which is not displayed is you have here inserts, which you will put carbon fiber poles into. Now this holds up a sort of perforated sail canopy, which is really going to protect you out from the sun here in the Med. Another couple of features to show you is we have drawer fridges here on either side, and a personal favorite of mine are these mud lights, which, you know, in the evening just adds a really nice ambiance to the boat. A last thing to touch on, which is more for the crew, so to speak, is you have these really deep lockers. So these can be filled all the way from here, like right down to the bottom, so no complaints at all from any crew. So it's time to take a look on the main deck, where most of your socializing is going to happen realistically. Here you've got, you know, quite an open saloon sort of arrangement. Very sociable. You've got the coffee table here looking onto the television. They've actually finished this in one of my particular favorite woods, which is the smoked eucalyptus. And I think it's coupled really nicely with this darker sort of flooring as well. Usually you'd see a lighter flooring, but this gives it a real sort of somber, luxurious atmosphere. And I think it's worked very well. Also here we have a gloss finished table. So you've got a real contrast of different woods and finishes going around. Worth mentioning as well is with these enormous windows, obviously you can look right out onto the sea, and this again comes from the glass balconies which you have on the railings, and an open plan kitchen has been done here as well. So this is very nice, obviously, if you're cooking or if you want to be entertaining your guests, handing some drinks out. We also have the capability to slide it over, so if there is cooking or a bit of a smell that you want to keep out, it's very easily done. Now, like on all of our Sunseekers, especially of this size, we've got German Miele equipment, the best of the best. You've got a beautiful wine cooler here, ample refrigeration. As we come past the kitchen towards the more service part of the main deck, I just want to point out the sort of detail of finishing that you have on these boats. Even here going into the day head, I mean, the handles that you have here are particularly beautiful. Everything's really finished to such a high standard. Again, Here we have a door which slides over, so if you want the crew to be operating here, you can be left totally to your own privacy. You have a nice table here for socializing around the captain if you wish, or if the crew need to be out of your way. And I mean, these things look like they're out of some sort of sci-fi movie. Look at the size of these seats. Of course they're electric, and you've got a fantastic helm station here full of SIMRAD equipment. You've got your iPads, control everything, and again a repeat of that third helm station which you have outside. Worth mentioning also is you have the side door, so it's really everything you'd want on a boat of this size for a cockpit. I'll give you a quick tour now around the VIP cabin. So here behind this mirror you have a hanging wardrobe. There's a little bit of extra storage next to that, and of course your vanity unit. Fairly large television, double bed here, and this is a very, very generous bathroom for a VIP cabin of this size. Full head height. As I said, I'm about 6 foot, so nothing to complain about here really. Before you join me in the cabins, I just want to give you a little look of this pretty grand stairwell. I mean, it's fairly wide, and something to observe as you come down is with these leather handrails you actually have a rose gold sort of tinted mirror. It's a really nice effect to have as you come down. Certainly makes the stairway feel even grander than it actually is. Now you have 2 mirroring cabins here, one which has the sliding bed, so you can have singles or doubles, and you have a standard double here. So I'm going to show you this one to begin with. So now that we're downstairs, I just want to touch briefly on the sort of interior design that we've used in these cabins, because there's a real melange of different textures and fabrics. On the wall here, it might be hard to see on the video, but you have a sort of Alcantara style creamy wall, which is really beautiful. And then to contrast it, you've got a rougher feel on the wall here. And that just sort of adds an extra bit of design element to make it feel a little bit more elevated. If you just look at this bathroom, this is where you really feel the width of the boat. Waterfall shower in here, plenty of space. And here we have the second guest cabin, which is mirrored to the last one. However, these beds do slide apart on these rails here. Just to finish off on our tour of the cabins, I want to give you a look at the master stateroom. Now, I'm going to show you a little bit here. We have the hanging wardrobes on this side with some shelving space. Again here, more hanging room. And quite a beautiful mirror here with some sort of space for your extra belts, watches, things like this, and jewelry. Now you've got a very, very large bed here, which faces, this is not actually a mirror, it's a television behind this. And you have a sound bar to go with, which might have been the giveaway. Now, something I do find particularly nice on this boat as well is this is, of course, a vanity cabin, but you have got space for a desk here. So if the family's all having fun upstairs in the sea, you might just want to get away and do that important bit of work, which is holding you back from having your fun. So as we go through, we now have the last part of the cabin, which is this enormous bathroom. So you've got a lot of space here for all of your belongings. I mean, you have ample storage here. You have the couple sinks, which is very nice, and of course, again, the theme throughout the whole boat, you have the waterfall shower. So as we finish our tour here on the Ocean 90 888, I'm going to show you the upper deck, which is the flybridge. Now, on my right here, you have the upper helm station. This is fully equipped with all the other equipment which we saw on the third helm station and the main helm station down below. Now, again, these big thick teak tables perfectly next to the captain's spot, so you can join him as you're cruising. And, well, a wet bar which is equipped with everything you'd ever need. You have here a very large grill, you have ample refrigeration space, an ice maker, and storage which is under there as well. So the main entertaining space, I guess you would call it, would be this. So you have, on this boat, we've actually decided to put loose furnishing, which many are starting to do with these designs. So traditionally it was more of a fixed furnishing thing. So if you like this, then great, it's yours to keep. And if you don't, then we can help you find a replacement, perhaps with one of our partner brands, such as Minotti or other. And to show you the real pièce de résistance on this boat here in Golf Juan. It's not only the view, but we have this beautiful glass balcony along with 4 sun loungers here. So nothing really more that I'd like to put on this boat. For me, it's a perfect finish. So we hope you enjoyed our tour here today on 888, the Ocean 90. She's now for sale on Sunseeker Brokerage for 7.9 million euros ex VAT. If you're interested in this boat, then please contact us. Our information is below. I'm Cameron Main, thank you for watching.